शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ इत्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ॐ इति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम्। भूय एव मा भगवान् विज्ञापयतु इति। May the Venerable Sir please explain to me again with an illustration. यदि मरिष्यतः मुमुक्षुतश्च तुल्या सत्सम्पत्तिः. If for an ordinary person who is dying and for a mumukshu who is liberated, mumukshu means the one who is liberated, tulya satsampattihi, if they are becoming one with sat is similar, tatra vidwan satsampanno na avartate. Of the two, the vidwan, the wise person who knows the sat as the atma, na avartate, does not again emerge from sat, remains one with sat. Avartate avidwan, whereas the ignorant person emerges back from sat again to his old self, whatever it is that he thought himself to be, like Vyagra, like Vruka, like Deva. इत्यत्र कारणं दृष्टान्तेन भूय एव मा भगवान् विज्ञापयतु इति. The reason for this difference, the revered sir may please explain to me again with an illustration. Going to the next page. Let us read the passage. Purusham saumya uta hastagrihitam anayante apaharshid steyam akarshid parshum asmai tapata iti. तस्य यदि तस्य कर्ता भवति तत एव अनृतमात्मानं कुरुते सः अनृताभिसन्धः अनृतेन आत्मानम् अंतर्धाय परशुं तप्तं प्रतिगृह्णाति स दह्यते अथ हन्यते. Hey Somya, O good looking one, Purusham hastagrihitam anayanti. Some police people or the servants of the king anayan, they bring Purusham hastagrihitam. A Purusha, a person whose hands are tied, with that this person is brought to maybe a judge or somebody. Apaharshit, this fellow has stolen, stayam akarshit, he has committed a theft. He has taken away this person's money, he has committed a theft. With this accusation, this person, the hands tied, is brought for justice. Parshum asmai tapatayiti. So they are told, heat up an axe for this person. So yadi tasya karta bhavati, tasya stenasya, if he is the karta, he is the perpetrator of this theft, tataha eva anudam atmanam kurute. This person claims that he has not committed the theft. So now we have a lie detector test these days, where a person is subjected to detection of a lie, and very often they are able to detect whether the person is lying or not. So what is the lie detector test those days? Heat up one axe and Sayadi tasya karta bhavati. He claims that he has not committed the theft. Therefore, to determine whether he is telling the truth or not, let him hold that hot axe in his hand, in his palm. Sayadi tasya karta bhavati. If he has committed this theft, tateva anudam atmanam kurute, then he presents himself as different from what he is. He has committed a theft and says he has not committed. Sa anutabi sandaha. So in his mind is going on abhisandhi. Abhisandhi means the belief or the idea or the thought of that I am telling the lie. So person knows what he has done. So even though he may have committed theft, still he claims that he has not committed theft. He knows within himself that I am telling a lie. So another abhisandhi, he is committed to falsehood. And so he is sticking to falsehood, this person. Therefore, anutena atmana antardhaya. He is hiding himself behind the falsehood. Antardhaya, hiding. He is hiding himself behind the falsehood. Parsum taptam pratigrunnati. And he holds that heated axe in his hand. Saddahyate. So on account of entertaining falsehood in his mind, dahyate, he is burnt. Sahanyate, then he is punished. Then he is lying. If he is burnt, then he is lying, then he is punished. So Bhashyakara explains this here. शृणु यथा सौम्य पुरुषं चौर्यकर्मणि संदिह्यमानं निग्रहाय परीक्षणाय वा उत अपि हस्तगृहीतं बद्धहस्तं आनयन्ति राजपुरुषाः. So Shvetakara said, please, the revered sir, may please explain to me with an illustration. Soumya Shrinu, good looking one, please listen to me. Yatha, this illustration, just as in the day-to-day life, Purusham Chaurya Karmani Sandikhimanam. There is sandeha. There is a doubt that this person has committed a theft. It is not proven. They don't know. But there is an accusation. So there is a doubt that this person has committed a theft. Nigrahaya parikshanaya va. For nigraha, for punishing, or parikshanaya, for testing. Uta means api hastagruhidam baddhahastam anandi rajapurushaha. King's men anandi bring to a judge. Baddhahastam hastagruhidam, with hands tied, he is brought before a judge. Then Bhashyakara continues, Uta means api. Says the Tika in the line 26, Uta api iti abhishabdena nishchita chaurya sangrhyate tatasya sandikhyamana chauryam parikshana ananti nishchitam api nigrahayati anvayah. So Uta means api. Api shabdena nishchita chaurya sangrhyate. Then they are sure that this fellow has committed the theft. So tatasya sandihyamanam chauryam parikshana anayanti nisthitamapi nigrahayati anvayah. If they have doubt that this person has committed theft, then they have brought him for testing whether he is right or not. And if they know that he has committed theft, then they bring here for punishment. That's the api. Yadva hastaguhitam api iti anvaya. Where does it api go? That's the question. Or hand is brought with his hands tied. अपि अस्मिन् पक्षे तर्जनादि अपि शब्देन समुच्यते इति. Tarjanam, threatening, censuring. So that also they are doing, while they are bringing, they are threatening also, they are censuring also, abusing him, etc. Anyway, Puranic is parikshanaaya, pariksha dvarena rakshanarthamiti avata. Parikshanaya, for verifying, testing they bring. Pariksha dvarena, through the test, rakshanartham, for protecting. Either this person, if he is right, or the other person whose theft has been committed. So then, further Bhashyakara says, Kim krituvane miti prishtasya ahuhu apaharshit dhanam asya ayam. The Rajapurusha, these people are asked, Kim krituvane miti? What has he done? Why have you brought him before us with his hands tied? What has he done? iti prushtaha. These Rajapurushaha who are asked like this, ahuhu, they say, apaharshit dhanam asya dhanam apaharshit. This person has taken away this fellow's money. Then says, techa ahuhu kim apaharana matrena bandhanamarhati anyatha datte pidhane bandhana prasangat ityuktaha punarahuhu steyam akarshid chauryena dhanam apaharshidati. So when the Rajapurushas have brought, king's men have brought this man before the magistrate or somebody, teacher ahuhu, then they're asked, so these people asked them, kim aparanamatrena bandhanamarhati? Just because he has taken money from this, is that why you have tied him up? Anyatha datte pidhane bandhana prasangadati. Simply taking money is not an offense, because this fellow may have given the money to them. Datte pidhane, it is possible that this person may have donated money or given the dhanam, and therefore they possess the money. So merely possessing money or taking money cannot be the offense. Iti yuktaha, when Rajapurushas were told like this, punahu steyam akarshit, not only has he taken the money, he has committed a theft. Chauryena dhanam apaharshiditi. He has taken away the money by committing a theft. So Annagiri says, paraswa grahana matrena bandhane pratigrahitu api bandhana prasangat na tanmatram bandhana karanamityah. Paraswa grahana matrena, just because you have accepted or received somebody else's money, pratigrahitu api. So one who has received the money, Grandham and Bandha Prasangat. Anybody who receives money will be tied up. Tan matram bandha karanam. Therefore, merely receiving the money cannot be the reason for tying up or binding him. Anyatha datte pidhane bandha prasangaditi. Otherwise, just by receiving the money from somebody in donation, then also it will commit an offense, etc. Then, so now these people say, no, he has committed theft. Then Bhashyakara says further, Teshu evam vadatsu itaraha apakhnute naham tatkarte. Apakhnute, that U is missing there, apakhnute. Apa plus khnu, dhatu is there, khnu. Means to conceal, to hide. Apakhnu means to conceal, hide, or to deny, disown. Teshu evam vadatsu. So when these people are saying that he has committed a theft, that person who is accused, you know what he says? Apakhnute, he denies that. Naham tat kartayati, I have not committed the theft. So Bhashyakara fills in the blanks in between this dialogue. Then further, Techa ahuho sandikshyamanam steyam akarshihi त्वमस्य धनस्य इति तस्मिंश्च तपह्नवाने आहुः परशुम् अस्मै तपत इति शोधयतु आत्मानमिति Teach ahu sandikhymanam. Then to the person who is accused of the theft, this judge or the magistrate asks, Stem akarshi tvamasya dhanasya iti. You committed a theft of this money of this person. Tasminsya apakhvanane. When he continues to deny, persists in denying, then they say, Parsum asmai tapatayati. Heat up an axe for this person. So they do atmanamiti. Let him exonerate himself, let him clear himself. So, heat up the axe and let us see whether he is right or not. So go to the next tika. Nacha nischit chaurye sandeha bhave na nirnayartham tapta parsugrana anupattihi. Nacha nischit chaurye. When it is determined that this person has committed theft, sandeha abhave na, there is no doubt now, then nirnayartham, then now you don't have to determine, he has already committed theft. Tapta parsugrana anupattihi. Then why is he, suppose they are sure that he has committed theft, why are they wanting to hold the heated axe? Raja Purushanam Sandeh Abhavepi. The police people who brought this man know for sure that he has committed theft, but the people before whom they are brought, he is brought. Prastunam Sandehat Tad Granopate. But the magistrate does not know. So magistrate wants to verify whether this fellow is right or not. Therefore, even if the police has no doubt that he has committed theft, the magistrate wants to verify for himself, and for that, heating of the axe is justified. So whether the police people are doubting the theft, or whether they are uttarapi, or whether they are sure they have committed theft. In either case, a magistrate wants to verify on his own. And for that, the test of holding a heated axe is quite justified. Kim aparanamatran bandhanamarhati. Svikaranamatran. That already saw that. Have you tied him up just because he received the money? Kimarhati? Naharati. A person does not deserve to be tied up or arrested just because he has received money. Grana sambhavadi tatrayo bandhanapatti. Then he may have been given a loan, he may have been given a donation, he may have been helped. So he receives money. In all these cases, then he will be arrested. That's not right. संदेह अभावे निर्णयार्थम तप्त परशुग्रहण अनुपत्ते विरुद्ध वचन द्वयम दर्शन संदेह माह. If there is no doubt, then nirnayartham, then there is no need to heat up the axe for ascertaining what is there. Viruddha vachana dvayam darshan. But then, so Vashyakara says, if there is no doubt, then why are they asking him to heat up the axe? He says, they are saying that he has committed theft. Viruddha, these fellows have not committed the theft. Viruddha vachanadam darshan sandehama te shvevam, vadatsu itara apakhnute. Other fellow denies, I have not committed the theft. Techau sandihyamanam. Sandhyamanam is patha, that's the part we have. Sandhihana iti va sandhimanita lekhaka dosha gataha. Okay. Because the object is this person. Evam Rajapurusha Chor Vakya Dvena Sandeha Sati. So Rajapurusha says that he has committed theft. The thief says, I have not committed, therefore there is a doubt. Therefore, the occasion for heating the axe to verify whether or not this person has committed the theft. So Madhyastha Vakyam avatarayate, Madhyastha Vakyam. Tasmimsya apakhnavanyāhu parshumasmit tapatayati. In between the third fellow now, he may be the judge, I don't know, and says, okay, heat up the axe for this. One who is the authority, heat up the axe for this person. Parshu santapa matra nirna asiddhe adhyaharana shruti vakyam purayati. Just because you heat up the axe does not mean that you can determine whether he has committed the theft. So he has to be tested. Therefore, adhyaharana shruti vakyam purayati shodhayatu atman Bhashyakara says here. So, parshum asmai tapatayati. What the Shruti says is that heat up the axe for this person. Merely heating the axe cannot determine whether he has committed theft. So, shodhayatu atmanam, let him exonerate himself. Let him clear himself. How? Tapta parshu grahanena iti shesha. So, let him exonerate himself by holding in his hand the heated axe. Then the question of, then there is a point or a purpose served in heating the axe. Otherwise, merely you heat the axe, that doesn't do anything. Heating the axe, this sort of holding that hot axe in his hand, that is when the real test takes place. Okay. Then Bhashyakara continues, Sayadi tasya sainyasya karta bhavati bahischa apakhnute saha evam bhutah tata eva anrutam anyatha bhutam santam अन्यथा आत्मानं कुरुते सतथा अनृत अभिसंदः अनृतेन आत्मानमन्तर्धाय व्यवहितं कृत्वा परशुं तप्तं मोहात् प्रतिगृह्णाति सदह्यते अथ हन्यते राजपुरुषैः स्वकृतेन अनृत अभिसंधि दोषेण. So let him exonerate himself. Sayadi tastastainyasya karta bhavati. If this fellow has committed the theft, bahishya apakhnute, and outwardly he denies that. Suppose they really committed the theft and outwardly denies that. So evam bhuta tateva anutam anyatha bhutam atmanam kurute. Then he falsified himself, meaning that he presents himself in one way while he is in a different way. He presents himself in a way different from what he really is. That's how he is falsifying himself. So tatha anurudha abhisandha. This person who is just committed to falsehood, atmanam antardhaya, he hides himself, antardhaya, vyavahitam krutva, his true self is hidden by falsehood. So by the falsehood, he is hiding his true self. Parshum taptam mohat patigrunadi. The thief thinks that he can get away by lying, Therefore, nothing will happen to him. They will not know what he has done. So, mohat, foolishly or out of delusion, taptam parsum grinnati, he holds that heated axe in his hand. So, dahyate, if he is committed to falsehood, so dahyate, he is burned. Hanyate rajapurushehi, then is killed by or punished by the king's men. Sakrutena anuruddha abhisandhi doshena. Because of the sticking to falsehood, he is punished by the police people. So this is one thing. The person who is committed to falsehood, he is exposed by this lie detector test of holding the heated axe. If he gets burned, then he is telling a lie, he is exposed, and it is proven, that's a proof that he has committed the fault, offense, and so he is punished. Now the next passage says, Athayadi tasya akarta bhavati tata eva satyamatmanam kurute sasatyavisandaha satyena atmanamantardhaya parsham taptam pratigrunnati sanadahyate athamuchyate. Athayadi, on the other hand, if tasya akarta bhavati, really that person has not committed the theft, tadeva satyam atmanam kurde, then he knows in his own mind that I am telling the truth, and therefore he is now committed to truth, that person. So satya visandaha, on account of sticking to the truth, satyena atmanam antardhaya, he covers himself with truth or protects himself with truth. So that fellow covered himself with untruth. So the untruth of falsehood came between him and his Atma. Therefore he was burnt. This fellow is protecting himself with the truth. And therefore, Parshum Taptam Pratigurunaya, very confidently he holds that heated axe in his hand. Sanadahyade, he is not burned. Athamuchyade, he is released. So, at some point in time, this kind of test may have been there. Some mantra shakti must be there, I don't know. I mean, it cannot be that even if you are right that if you hold the heated axe that you are not burned, we can't imagine that. But some kind of mantra shakti may be there, by which this fellow is protected, is shielded or is not shielded. If he is committed to truth, he is shielded from that fire. So very often these Adivasis, these forest dwellers, etc., they walk on fire and their feet don't get burned. So there is some protection there on account of some mantra shakti. It can be mantra shakti, it can be some kind of a aushadhi also, an herb or whatever. What it is here we don't know. But apparently, very confidently they are saying that if he is lying, he will be burned. If he is truthful, he will not be burned even by the heated axe. So Vashyakara says, Athayadi tasya karmanaha akarta bhavati tatah eva satyamatmanam kurute saha satyena taya stainya akartrutaya atmanamantardhaya parsham taptam pratigrunnati. सह सत्याभिसन्धः सन् न दह्यते सत्यव्यवधानात् अथ मुच्यते च मृष अभियोक्तृभ्यः तप्तपरशु हस्ततर संयोगस्य तुल्यत्वेपि स्तेयकर्तृ अकर्त्रोः अनुताभिसन्धः दह्यते न तो सत्याभिसन्धः। अथ यदि however in case tasya karmana akarta bhavati, that person really has not committed the theft. Now, how did these people suspect that he has committed theft? Because he was found with money. Money that belonged to one person were found in this person, and therefore there is suspicion. So, if they have found money and still he is right, so in some other way he must have his own money, I guess. I don't know. The police people have brought this person because he possesses money. And the suspicion is that the money that he possesses belongs to this person. And that person also, he has stolen my money. So he is being accused of stealing. So he has money, accused of being a thief, and still he claims I have not committed theft. He can be right. That means it is his own money also. Atha yadi tasya karmana akarta bhavati. If he is not a perpetrator of this act of stealing, tata eva taminsirami sainyasya karmana akartrutvad, on account of his not having committed the act of stealing. Satyamatmanam kurute, he makes himself truthful. Sa satyena taya stainya akartrutaya atmanam antardhaya, on account of the fact that he has not committed the theft, that he is honest, he is truthful, he screens himself with truth. You can say shields himself with truth. Parashum taptam pratigrunnati, very confidently he holds, that heated axe. So satya abhisandha na dahyate san na dahyate. Says Anandagi, the tika satya abhisandhe adahetutva dyotanaya vyavahitena anvayamaha vyatirekan anvaya. If he is false, if he is lying, he is burned. If he is truthful, he is not burnt. Satya abhisandha san na dahyate. Satya vyavadhanat, on account of that there is this shield of truth between his hand and the heated axe. That's all we have to understand. Because he is speaking truth, he is honest, therefore he is shielded by the truth. So even though he holds that heated axe in his palm, he is protected from being burned on account of the shield of the truth. That's what you understand. On the other hand, the falsehood will expose him. So if he holds that heated axe in his hand or in his palm, that falsehood exposes him and therefore he is burnt. The truth protects him, the falsehood exposes him. Muchyate cha mrisha abhiyoktrubyah. He is released from those fellows who are falsely accusing him of the theft. He is released. So says the Tika, hastatradaha abhavena satya abhisandhitva nishayat bandhan ayogyattvena rajapurushebhya muchyadeti. Hastatradaha abhavena, on account of the absence of the burning of his hand, in which he has held this heated axe. Satya Visanditva Nischayat. So therefore the judge or the magistrate is very clear now. He is quite sure that he is an honest person. He is telling the truth. Bandhana ayogatvena, therefore it is not right that he should be bound. He should be tied up. Raja Purushebhya Muchyate. So he released from this police and said, let him go. So, Satyeti, that's what. Satya Visandana Satya Vyavadhanat Atha Muchyate Cha iti. Atha Muchyate. Atha Shabdaha Anudabhisande Sakashat Vaishyamaha. That fellow is not released, but on the other hand, this fellow is released. Ukta Drishtanda Vakyardam Sankshipya Kathayan Dashtandikam Aha. Ukta Drishtanda Vakyardam Sankshipya. So this Vakya of the sentence we describe the Drishtanda illustration. Bhashyakara says that in brief, then Darstandika, and then also says what is illustrated. Or Annagiri says Drishtante Vivakshitamamsam Anuvadati. So what is sought to be conveyed by this illustration is what Bhashyakara reiterates here, Taptayati. So last line said, Tapta Parashu Hastatala Sanyogasya Tulyatvepi. Both in case of a person who is lying and the person who is honest, holding on to the heated axe in their palm, so the contact of the heated axe with the palm is similar in both the cases. Tulyatvepi ste kartru akartroho. Ste kartru akartroho. The person who has committed theft versus the person who has not committed the theft. Tayoho madhye andu abhisandha dahyate. Of the two, the person who is committed to falsehood, he is burned. Natu satya abhisandha. But the one who is committed to truth is not burned. So this is what is meant to be conveyed from these two passages. Tat anuvadapurukam darshtantikam aha. The next passage says what is illustrated by this drishtanta. Sayatha. So the next passage says Sayatha tatra na adahyeda aitidatmidam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tatpamasi shvetaketo iti tadhasya vijajñau iti. Finally, Sayatha tatra na dahyeta. So how the Satyabhisandha, one who is committed to the truth, is not burnt? Similarly also the one who knows the self. That the lines have to be filled up, the gap. Similarly, Bhashyakara will say the person who is Satyabhisandha, who knows the Sat is the Atma, he is not burnt, he is not punished, he doesn't return to samsara, otherwise comes back to prison. On the other hand, who takes himself to be other than the Sat, other than Brahma, so he is committed to falsehood, and therefore he is punished, he is brought back to samsara. So that is the illustration. Meaning that Shvetaketu's question was that what is the reason why the person who is wise does not emerge or does not return from Sat, and an ignorant person returns. What's the reason? Satya abhisandha, amrita abhisandha. One has abhisandhi. All the time he has a memory of the awareness of his true self, whereas the other person has the awareness which is about the false self. Both are aware of the self. But one is aware of the self, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, that way is aware. he is aware of the true nature of the self. Other fellow says, I am a jiva, I am a jiva. That means he is hiding himself by falsehood. His true self, which is Brahman, is hidden. So, Anrutam Atmanam Kurude. He falsified himself by ignorance. So even though Atma is Brahman, Atma is Sat, Atma is Purna, he keeps on thinking of the Atma as Apurna, as incomplete, as inadequate. And therefore he makes himself Anruta other than what he truly is. Yunyatha sandam atmanam anyatha pratipadyate kim tena nakritam papam chaurinatma paharina. Yunyatha sandam atmanam anyatha pratipadyate. The person who believes or takes the self to be different from what it is. Even though Atma is Brahman, Atma is Purna, Atma is ever free. Anyatha santam, anyatha pratipadyate. But he takes the Purna Atma as inadequate, Nitya Mukta Atma as bound, etc. Kim tena kritam papam. What papa or what sin is not committed? Chorena Atma paharina. He is a thief. He steals away the wealth of the Atma. Because Atma Tiraskara is involved, even though Atma is adequate, complete, he keeps on branding the self as inadequate. Akarta Atma is branded as Karta, Abhokta is branded as Bhokta, Asamsari is branded as Samsari. So thus, when you accuse an innocent person, it's a great sin. When we are tainting an innocent person, accusing an innocent person, or branding an innocent person, declaring him to be in fact guilty while he is innocent, that's a great sin. Thus an ignorant person keeps on committing that sin all the time. Asuryanamate lokaha andhena tamasavratah tamste pritya vigacchandi yeke chatmahano janaha. So Ishavasya Upanishad, Atmahano Janaha, those people who thus keep on branding themselves as jiva, as inadequate, as helpless creature. And so Atma is constantly accused. Therefore, Atmahano Janaha, they are declared the people who are hurting themselves, destroying themselves. And therefore, they wind up in the worlds of asuras, of the demons, which are covered by blinding darkness, characterized by blinding darkness. So that is what, because Bhashyakara says that we do not find any prayaschitta for this kind of sin. So in the scriptures you find prayaschitta for a variety of sin, but this sin of abusing the Atma, of all the time rejecting the Atma, condemning the self all the time, we do not find any prayaschitta for a sin. Therefore, only end is punishment, that he rotates in this rotation of the cycle of birth and death. Setha tatra na adahyeta. So how the Satya Abhisandha, so he does not get burned. Similarly, Aitadatma Satyam, so that is, the Jagat has Sat as an Atma, that itself is truth, that itself is the self, that is you, He Shvetiketu, iti. Finally, Taddasya Vijajñaviti, Taddasya Vijajñaviti. And from his father, now he understood, he got the right knowledge. And Shvetiketu thus became a wise person. All his doubts dispelled. vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshaya. All the knots of the heart are cut asunder. All the doubts also have been dispelled. So that anuvada purukam darshtantikam aha. So, reiterating what was stated in the previous passage, darshtantikam, what is illustrated is being said by Bhashyakara. Sayatha, it is Bhashyakara says, Sayatha satyabhisandaha tapta parasugrahana karmani satyavyavahita hastatalatvat na adahyeta na dahyeta ityetata evam sadbrahma satyabhisandhi itarayoho sharirapata-kale cha tulyayam satsampattau vidvan satsampadya na punaha vyagradevadigrahanaya avartate avidvamstu vikaranrutavisandaha punaha vyaghradibhavam devatadibhavam va yatha karma yatha shrutam pratipadyate. Sahayatha, just as this person who is satyabhisandaha, who is committed to truth, so sah satyabhisandaha yatha tapta parasugrahana karmani na adahyeta na dahyeta. So one who is committed to truth in the karma, the act of holding on, holding the heated axe, does not get burnt. Where satya vyavahita hastatalatvat, because the surface of his palm is shielded by the satya, by the truth. Na adahyeta na dahyeta iti says na dahyeta iti dairgyam chandasamiti dahyeta. So when na dahyeta, that's all. Not only dirgham, but then adahyeta. Na adahyeta. Anyway, but that is not dahyeta, it should be. Chandasam. Yatha shabda suchitam evam shabda yuktam darshtantikamaha sa yatha etat evam, in this manner also evam sad brahma satya abhisandhi itarayoho. Sat Brahma Satyabhisandhi, the person who is committed to, who has this knowledge, who is awareness of Sat Brahma, that I am Sat Brahma, I am Sat, the existence, that is Brahman, one who has that awareness. Itarayoho, one who does not have that awareness, and therefore all the time accuses himself. He is as though committed to falsehood. One is committed to truth, one is committed to falsehood. Between the two, sharirapata-kale tulyayam satsampattau. Just as in case of the thief and the one who is innocent, in both cases the holding on to the heated axe was similar. Similarly also in case of an ignorant and the wise person, the merging into Sat is similar. But the result is different. How the anudabhisandaha, the person committed to falsehood, how he gets burnt. And the person committed to the truth does not get burnt. Similarly here also, the person ignorant, committed to the truth, falsehood, accuse himself of a jivatvam, etc. he gets burned, meaning he is punished, he has to come back to the life of birth and death. On the other hand, the one who is committed to truth, I am Brahman. So even though he also holds X, meaning he merged into Sat, he does not emerge back. So that's the difference. Tulyayam Sat Sampatto. Even though becoming one with Sat is similar to both of them, Vidwan Sat Sampadya na punha avartate. The wise person, Sat Sampadya, having become one with Sat. Vyagra Deva is amazing. Vyagra and Deva. On one hand Vyagra, other is Deva. Meaning the lowest yoni of a tiger and the highest yoni of a Devata. But both of them are clubbed together. Because there also in Ishavasya Upanishad Bhashyakara said, it is not that all ignorant people go to Naraka. Many people go to heaven also. So they're ignorant, that's all. But then ignorant does not mean that he is a sinner or he is a follower of dharma, and so he will go to heaven. Is a heaven also is Naraka only with reference to Brahma, the Ananda of Brahmananda. So similarly, whether the Jiva-Atma is born as a Vyagra, the tiger, or born as a Devata, it is birth anyway. He is in samsara anyway. In one case, that is the iron shackle. Other case is the gold shackle. It's a shackle nevertheless. In any case, he is definitely deprived of the Brahmananda. Which is Devata enjoying the pleasure of heaven. Then also he is denied of what he really deserves, what the possibility is, namely Brahmananda. So what is the distance between Brahmananda and Vyagra Ananda, and distance between Brahmananda and Devananda? Same distance. As Swamiji says, what is the distance between one and infinity? Is infinity. 100 and infinity, also infinity. 1,000,000 infinity, also infinity. 1,000,000,000 infinity, also. With any finite number in infinity, the distance is infinity. So also with any finite happiness and Brahmananda, the distance is infinity. Meaning loss is the same. Even though gain may appear to be different, that one fellow is only Ananda of a Vyagra, other is Ananda of Devata, but what they are missing is infinite. In that sense, both of them are clubbed together. So punha Vyagra Devadi Deha Grahanaya na avartate. The wise person does not return to the cycle of birth and death to now assume this kind of inferior bodies. So says the other tika in the line 22, Yadyapi sat sampatti kale jnana rupa abhisandhi nasti. Even though when he is merged in Sat, like a person merged in deep sleep also, abhisandhi, awareness that I am Brahman or I am Jiva is not there. Similarly also, whether a wise person or ignorant person, when they are merged in Sat after the death, there is no awareness that I am a Jiva or I am Brahman. Sarva Vishesha Vijnana Uparamat. Because for that kind of an awareness, you must have mind. Then with mind and sense organs only, Vishesha Vijnanam, particular knowledge can be there, provided the mind and sense organs are functioning as in the waking state, then with a particular knowledge of Ghata, Pata, etc., or I am so and so. In the dream also, particular knowledge of dream Ghata, Pata, or dream self. When deep sleep state, no sense organs, no mind. So there is no self-awareness, I am so and so. That awareness also is not there in deep sleep. And that is common to both. So deep sleep, pralaya and sat sampatti, all of these are equated as far as lack of particular knowledge is concerned. In deep sleep also, particular knowledge that I am so and so is not there. In pralaya, which is a universal deep sleep, then also the particular knowledge that I am so and so is not there. In Sat Sampatti, when you merge in Sat, when you are in Samadhi, then also the particular knowledge that I am so and so is not there. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Tathapi tad vasana vasita avidya vartate. Avidya or vidya? One has the vasana of vidya, I am Brahman. Other vasana of vidya, I am Vyagraha. So that persists, the vasana persists even in Sat Sampatti. As in deep sleep or in Pralaya, so in Sat Sampatti, the samskaras persist. It is a samskara that wakes us up. Even though in the deep sleep there is no particular awareness, no particular desire, then question is, who wakes me up? It is the vasana or the samskara that wakes me up. Similarly also the vasana or samskara that takes the ignorant person to samsara. Avidvamstu vikar anutapi sandeha. Ignorant person, because of sticking to the falsehood which is changing. Puna vyagrahadibhavam devatadibhavam va. He comes back to either being a tiger or a devata. What determines whether he will take up the body of a tiger or the body of a celestial being? What determines? Yatha karma yatha shrutam. As Kathopanishad says, yatha karma, in accordance with the karma that is performed, yatha shrutam, in accordance with whatever learning he has or whatever upasana he has performed. So, person performs karma and upasana. So, our outer vyavahara is there, our inner intentions are there. So, yatha karma, yatha shrutam indicates what kind of rituals he has performed and what kind of meditations he has done. Accordingly, he gets the next birth. But what about a person who is not performing a ritual? Who is not performed any formal meditation? What about a person performs ritual anyway in terms of vyavahara? So, whole day he interacts with the world and does something or the other, that is karma. And while doing all that vyavahara, he entertains also an intention, irada, intention is mind, of either using the people or being useful to them. He is either a consumer or a contributor. He is his karma is sakama karma or nishkama karma. So that intention also is very important in determining the outcome of an action. Yatha karma, yatha shrutam. What kind of actions they perform, what kind of intentions they entertain, accordingly they get the next birth. We read the first footnote here. Shodashakande Anurdavadina Chorasya Bandha Satyavadina Moksha iti Uktam. In this 16th section that we just concluded, Anurdavadina Chorasya Bandha, the thief who is committed to falsehood, he is bound. Satyavadina Moksha iti Uktam, the person who is committed to truth, he is released. Iti Uktam. Tena vacharambaram vikaro namadhyam mrityaka ityeva satyam iti uktaktvat. Because both of them are together. Vacharambaram vikaro namadhyam is mithya. Wherever mithya is there, satya adhishthanam is there. Depends on what is it that you give reality to. Are you giving reality to the name and form? To the costume? To the superimpose? Or giving reality to adhishthanam, the substratum. Satya Brahma Abhisandha Muchyate. So one who entertains this knowledge that I am Satya Brahma, so muchyate, he is released. Mithya prapancha visandha badhyate, one gives reality to the names and form, to the upadhi, and looks upon himself as the upadhi, badhyate. Iti artha sphutah. It's clear. Madhvacharyastu purvakhandeshu atatvamasi iti uktehe. So Madhvacharya is the Acharya of Dvaita who says that Jiva and Brahma, Jiva and Ishvara are different. The problem is this Vakya Tattvamasi is a very clear Vakya. There are other passages of Upanishads which sometimes lend themselves to different interpretations, but this sentence, Tattvamasi, that thou art, is a very clear statement. Therefore, in order to derive the meaning that they want to, they twist even this statement. So, Sa Atma Tattvamasi. So Madhvacharya says, when Akara is alighted, Atma Atatvamasi. So A becomes A. Sa Atma Tattvamasi. So it should be, the Vigraha should be what? Sa Atma Atatvamasi Shvetaketu. Tvam Atat Asi. You are not that. That's how Madhvacharya interprets. This is a fantastic, How can you... So this kind of a justification, there is a sandhi here. Other people take Tattvamasi as a compound. Tattvam is a compound. Tasya Tvamasi, Tasmin Tvamasi. You belong to him, you are in him, you are his servant, you are his part, and things like that. Where to us the sentence is very clear. But for them there is not Mahavakya. For them, Dva Suparna is a Mahavakya. For Vedantin, this is Mahavakya. So Madhvacharya's Purva Khandeshu Atatvamasi Yukte. Say Atatvamasi. This long footnote was there earlier also. But you see, we don't know their Siddhanta, so how they are arguing also is very hard to say. I think we read the footnote on the page 278. We have read that, yeah. That we have read. Where did I read that? Page 282, right. स एष अणिमा ऐतदात्म्यं सर्वमित्यादेः मध्वाचार्य कृत भाष्ये स एष अणिमा ऐतत् आत्मविदं सर्वं तत्सत्यं स आत्मा तत्त्वमसि श्वेतकेतो इति मध्वाचार्य कृत भाष्ये. So what is saha? स आत्मा तत्त्वमसि. सह सारभूतः यह नियमन करता विष्णु. सह that one. सारभूतः one who is essence. यह नियमन करता one who is a ruler. विष्णु. एष अणिमा. The Vishnu is so sa esha anima. Sah is Vishnu. Esha anima sukshmatvat agamya. Vishnu being very subtle, therefore agamya. So he is beyond the reach of the mind, etc. Aitadatmam jagat means what? The whole universe says that is the self, meaning what? Tad vashe vartate. The entire creation also is under his rule, under his control. Tat satyam satyam paranandatvat atma purna gunatvat. Tat satyam sa atma. Why that Vishnu is satyam? Paranandatvat, because Vishnu is the nature of parananda, paramananda, therefore he is satyam. And he is atma purna gunatvat, because he is possessed of all the Ananda Kalyana Guna Gana, all the great virtues he possesses, so he is Atma. Tvam he Shvetaketu atatvamasi. He Shvetaketu atatvamasi. You are not that Vishnu, understand? So saha yaha esha anima. Aitadatmadam sarvam tat satyam sa atma. Up to that is a description of Vishnu. Atatmasi, you are not that Vishnu Shvetaketu. Tad bhinnahasi, you are different from him. Ataha tava stabdata ma bhut. Therefore, you not get stabda or stunned. Etat upastambakataya cha Bhagavad Gita udaharati. So he is actually abusing the people who interpret the statement as identity. Hey Shvetaketu, do not be deluded to think that you are Brahman or you are Vishnu. Don't be deluded. Because those who are deluded, in fact, they are talking what is false. Like Vedantins. So, tat etat upastambakataya cha Bhagavad Gita udaharati. Madhvacharya says, these people, the Advaitavadins, are described by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Asatyam apratishtamte jagadahu anishwaram. See, if you are Ishvara, then there is no Ishvara left. If this Jiva is Satyam, then there is no Satya Paramatma. Asatyam apratishtamte jagadahu anishwaram. So this is amount to saying this. Say that you are Brahman, amount to saying that there is no Satyam, no Pratishtha, no Ishvara. Ishvaroham ham bhogi. He says, I am Ishvara. When he says, I am Brahman, means what? I am Ishvara. I am the bhogi. What happens to these fellows? Tanaham dvishatah kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipami. These fellows who claim themselves to be Vishnu, dvishatah kruran samsareshu naradhaman kshipami. I throw them into the samsara. Ityadikam. So what's the meaning? Tatha anishwaram jagadahu chetanekatva vishayad vedanahu iti cha. Anishwaram jagadahu chetana ekatva vishayad. They say that chetana is true. Jiva is one chetana, Ishwar is other chetana. But those who claim identity only accept one chetana. Chetan ekatva vishayan vedanahu. So they say that the Vedas are as good as Anishwaram, because Vedas only talking about one consciousness, and therefore Anishwaram is the Visheshan of Veda. So they declare Veda Anishwara, devoid of Ishvara, because this is only one chetana. So Ishvara Chaitanya is not there. Sarvamidam. So this is all Sarvamidam Vishnu Bhakti Shraddhaya Aidatma Ityadi Artha Swakapol Kalpita. This meaning that the Madhvas derive from this passage is because of the Shraddha and Bhakti for Lord Vishnu. So they do the kalpana as to what this passage means. How much you have to twist, imagine, The passage can be so simple, can be so twisted. Swakavol kalpita Veda Vyakhyane Pratisiddha. All of this is Pratisiddha, is prohibited in Veda Vyakhyanam while explaining the Vedas. Atatvamasi iti padachhedaha nirarthakaha. Doesn't make any sense. Why should Shvetaka be told? Because already he knows that I am different from Vishnu. If he did not know, so Shvetaketu thinks that I am a Jiva. And Vishnu is Vishnu, so he knows that I am not Vishnu. What's the need of telling him that you are not Vishnu? Our Swamiji's, what is it? That barber story, And so, I'll just remember and tell you. But then, Murari. So that shop was told, somebody showed me that shop in Rishikesh. This is a Murari shop, There's a barber shop there. So Murari also knows that I am not Narayana. So what's the need of being told? So Nirarthaka Nahi loge kasidam srashta Parameshwara. Shvetaketu did not. If Shvetaketu thought that I am Parameshwara, I am the creator, sustainer, dissolver, if that with notion he came, then he has to be told, hey, you are not Vishnu. But nobody thinks that I am a creator of this universe, that notion nobody has. I am a Jiva, that's the notion a person has. Anishaya shochide mukhyamana anishvaratva prayukta shoka sagare magna sarvopi. As Mundakopanishad describes, because of identification of the body, everybody is submerged into the ocean of grief. That's how they come to the teacher. So asatyam satya vachana varjitam. So yadva abhadita vedakhya pramana varjitam ityartha. Anishwaram asatyam. They say satya vachana varjitam. Devoid of the true words, or abhadita vedakhya pramana varjitam. Satya can also means Veda, because Vedas also are non-negatable. Therefore, varjitam, their words are devoid of truth or devoid of what the Vedas teach. Apradishtam loka vyavasthavaka dharma shastra nidhi shastradi varjitam. So this was the meaning. When Lord Krishna describes the Nastikas, say asatyam, then either what they are telling you is false, or they do not accept Vedas as a pramanam. Apratishtam, they do not accept pratishtha. What is pratishtha? Loka vyavasthavaka dharma shastra nidhi shastradi varjitam. Then their claim is devoid of the dharma shastra, which is loka vyavasthavaka, which maintains the vyavastha, the order in the universe, that is dharma in the society, and niti shastra. So when they say that we don't accept Ishvara, their words are devoid of truth, devoid of the authenticity of Vedas, pramanam, and devoid also of the dharma. They don't accept the pratishtha, which is dharma. Anishwaram dharma dharmadi phaladhatru varjitam. They say Jagat is Anishwaram. There is no Ishvara who is the karma phaladhata of dharma and adharma. And so that should be the meaning, not the meaning that you are taking out. This should be the meaning. Atracha na advaita mata nirasa. To interpret that verse of Bhagavad Gita as advaita mata nirasa. Asatyam apratishtam te jagadahu anishwaram is interpreted as Advaita Mata Nirasa by Madhvacharya. No, imagine that, By interpreting these words as they want, So Anishwaram is what? Jagat Chetana Ekatva Vishayan Vedanahu. They say that Vedas talk of one Chetana and not two conscious beings, etc., etc. अत्र च न अद्वैत मत निराश है. That verse is not meant for refuting the Advaita mata. असत्यमित्यस्य मृत्तिकायतेव सत्यमित्यत्र तदुक्तरीत्या अनित्यमित्यर्थस्त्वया वाच्यः. असत्य means what? मृत्तिकायतेव सत्यम इत्यत्र तदुक्तरीत्या. By your own words, by your own argument. Anityam iti arthastvaya vachya. Asatyam means anityam. That's the meaning that you have to actually accept. Jagat anityam evati. So people say Jagat is anityam. Kutastad ninda. That is not ninda of the Jagat. You know. Atah asura svabhava upakramat satya vachan rahitam ityeva artha. Therefore really what it means, asatya means satya vachan rahitam. Their claim is devoid of the words, the true words. Advaitavade jagatah vyavaharika satyatva abhyugamach. In Advaita also we do accept the Jagat as having vyavaharika satta. Apratishtamiti na Advaita anukulam. So, Advaita Brahmani Jagat Pratishtatva upagamat. We don't say Jagat Apratishtha. Vedanta is not Apratishtam. Vedanta does say that the Jagat has a Pratishtha. Anishwaram, no Advaita. The Advaita don't say Anishwaram. Because they deny Saguna Brahma as ultimate reality, that doesn't mean Anishwaram. Yavat Pariyam Jagadasti Tavat Ishwarasteva. Advaitins also accept Saguna Brahma, Ishvara, Vishnu, all of them, as long as ignorance is there, so long all that Vyavastha is there. Muktavatu Brahma bin Vastu Abhavat Ishitavyam Nasti. Only when a person becomes liberated, then he no more feels himself as Ishitavya, as somebody who is controlled, or So then the controller controlled. The ordinary ordained duality no more remains when you get liberated, but until then the duality is there. So Vedanta does not deny the duality with Ishvara, Ishita means the ruler and the ruled. That duality does exist as long as the person is ignorant. Atah na Ishvara Krityam. And therefore, then Ishvara is no more the Ishita once the person is liberated, etc., etc. So, okay, we'll see. But then this is how the Atatvamasi was referred to in that footnote on that page. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. आज बताने प्रसाद सेवाएं